Okay, so in this example, we're going to go through formatting cells and then a few basic functions that we can use. So first of all, formatting cells. Sorry, I'm going to clear this cell just quickly. So if we have a number like 1.478, just anything, whatever, and we hit enter, it comes up with this. If we don't want it to display it like that, we can click Control click or right click if you're on PC, and then go down to Format Cells. And it comes up with this box. So at the moment it's general, and then it tells you like what this cell would look like. But if we want to change the notation, we go to number, and then you can just change the number of decimal places that we have. And if you can see, this is a sample. So say we want to do 3 decimal places. We can just do OK there. So that just displays it that. But what's good is that it actually keeps the original value that you entered, but just displays something different. So that's really important to remember there. With the date, I've put in the 12th of the 2nd, 1999, and straight away that shortens it, and it recognizes that's a date, and so it just changes it to 99. So if we want to go in here and we want to change this one, format cells, there's a date setting here, and so this is a sample one, but it can also do like different formats like this, like all of these different formats we can change it to, and you can see the sample what it would change to. So if I do choose this one, then click OK, and then it will change it to that, which is quite a useful function to have. So that's formatting cells. I'm going to enter in a bunch of random numbers into this. Okay. Okay, so this is a bunch of random numbers, so I might just change this to be 2-digit numbers. Okay. So this is me creating a bunch of random numbers, and you saw how it sort of took a little bit of time to do all that. Another function is we can use randomly generated. And so the function we do equals, so that says we're doing a function and this cell is going to be equal to that. And then you got to do capital letters, so rand, and so it tells you some functions in here, some do, some don't, but it tries to finish off the rest of the function. So I'm going to do rand between, and you see right there how it tells you what to put in. So bottom is like rand between bottom of the range and then the top of the range. So I'm going to do 1 and then comma 100. So hit enter, and it does that, it gives you that there. So when I drag it, it's going to change again because it's just randomly done there. So that's kind of a cool way to randomly generate numbers there. So if we go to something like layout, where is it? We had home, formulas, yeah, so if we have formulas and we want to redo all this, we can just do recalculate, and you see how that changed there, recalculate all, and it keeps changing them because it's still doing the random thing there. Okay, so now we've created some randomly generated numbers, and we've just written out, and obviously the randomly generated, it's more fair and it's easier to do. There's some functions that we can do is like, for example, max. I'm going to do this. Oh yeah, so every time you do this, it's going to change. So, and then sum. I'll just do it here. So max equals, to do the find the max value of the selection, you do max, and then you do bracket, and then you can just you can do number 1, number 2, or you can either just drag down your selection, and you see how in the max thing it's telling you what it is there. So then you want to close off the bracket and then hit enter, and then it will calculate that thing there. So I'm going to drag across this code to our randomly generated numbers. And so that's 96, and every time that'll change every time, which is kind of a cool thing to do here. So I'll just call that max. So every time you change anything on the page, it just refreshes it. So, and you can see from here the max value is 100, and then from here the max value is 87. Similarly, there's a min function. So min equals min, and then we can do a selection here, hit enter, and then so the minimum value there is 6, and the minimum value here at this time now is 10. So there's our minimum value up here. Oh yeah, you can also drag across word cells, which is quite useful there. Okay, so now we've got max and min functions. So they're pretty useful. Another one you can do is sum, and then you drag it down. So I'll only do it for the first column. Oh, actually, I should probably. So sum, and then this one I'll do average. Oh, I'll do count. Sorry. So count's a little bit different from sum. And you can see it tells you, it counts out how many values there are, which can be quite useful as well. So there's 15 values there, and even if I change something, and you see the numbers randomly being generated, but the count doesn't change. So that tells you how many there are. So technically, if you wanted to do the average, you could do equals sum, and then I'm going to do of this range, close that off, and then do divided by there. Oh, sorry, I haven't done this format right there. So sum divided by, and then count, and then go inside those brackets, and then I'm going to select that, and so that will give us the average. Average using sum and count. So that gives us the average there. Also, you can use an average function. So to do that, it's just equals average, hit that, and then the numbers, you just select the numbers, drag and select them. So now it comes up there, hit enter, and it's 31.2 as we expected. So there, that's formatting of cells, randomly generating numbers using the max, min functions, and also the sum, count, and average functions. Next up, we're going to go, and I'll do the if statement in one tutorial after this.